Hi guys, welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner and welcome to Gorjuss 52-week series number 2. So this is week number 2. And as with week number 1, I've gone ahead and done the pre-work, which I'm going to do that with most of these and then just show you how I put it together just to save a little bit of time. So this one is doll number 2. And she is called New Heights. She's super pretty, right? So she was standing on books, and I kind of went with the colors that were on there this time. I did use the new Gina Marie Designs Lacey Lattice dies for this. And I just colored her up kind of in the same family, not really. But what I did is I used a piece of My Mind's Eye paper that has some print in the background. Can you see the print in there? I'll do a close-up later on so you can see it. So this is not really Copic paper. So the Copic blending, especially with the purples, wasn't so great. But I actually liked the way it turned out. It kind of made them look more old and super cute. I also originally had put tiny itty-bitty, little tiny itty-bitty pearls on her dress. And I peeled them all off and used a white gel pen because I thought it just really gave it too much dimension for this card. And I'll pop a picture right here of that. Okay, so there she is all colored up. I've done some distressing around the edges of both of my panels. We're going to be using a piece of raspberry-ish color cardstock. And both of these layers have got fun foam on them. That's the only two places we're going to use fun foam. I have taken some colored flowers in the colors of the books and her dress, and we're going to be using that. And I've kind of distressed, if I can pick it up, a couple of leaves, and then kind of glued them together in the middle here because I know how I just want them to be just the 3 leaves. And also on the leaves, if you can see the little shine, I added a few drops of glossy accents to give a few little beads of what would be water if they were sitting outside or something in the morning. Dewdrops, right? Just to kind of give it a little more interest. So we're going to be using those. All right, so I'm going to be using a combination of my art glitter glue, and I want to try, or maybe I'll just use this. I want to give the Stampin' Up! Snell adhesive a try. So Susie had picked this up when she went to a class that was given, and I've never tried it before. I want to try it, see how it is, and then maybe I'll buy some refills for it. So that's what we're going to use to assemble the first part of the card. So let's go ahead and get her out of the way. Again, this is week number 2. And if you remember, here's week number 1. So a little bit different, right? I'm finding that with these girls, they're kind of, the cards are really all going to be somewhat similar. And I found that as I was researching, I did do a little research this week. By the way, on the flowers, I added a little bit of glossy accents to the top. And I dipped it in the Silk Microfine Glitter by Elizabeth Craft Designs in Warm Diamond this time. I've got the warm and the cool. So that's what they have on the top of them, and that's also why there's glitter everywhere. We had a glitter bomb going on here. All right, so let's put it together and see what it looks like. So I'm starting with a piece of Ivory 110-pound cardstock. This is the Recollections brand. It's a nice quality cardstock. If I'm not coloring on it, I'll use it. If I'm going to be coloring on it, I won't. That's just my preference, though. All right? So I think my bottom layer, I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue. And all I've done is I've cut it out, and then I've added my Distress ink in Antique Linen and Vintage Photo. And I've kind of made it darker on these 2 corners just for interest. And I was even thinking about curling the edges a little bit as well. You know, like leaving them just a little curled, but I think once I put it down, I'd have to curl it up a little bit. So I'm not going to put any glue here, just on the middle sections. I actually thought about using the stamp or the tape runner today because my arthritis has kicked up a whole bunch, and squeezing this bottle is killing me today. That's why I drug out the tape runner, to be honest. All right, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. Get it where I think I want it. And I like to play on tone with a pop of color. So you'll see that quite a bit in my cards, I think. But I'm also really kind of a clean and simple. All right, let's get that squished down. Now, I didn't want any glue around here because I really want to make this just a little bit, you know, make it a little fibrous, move it around, give it a little more feel, you know, to these little lacy panels. I don't want everything laying down looking like it's glued down. But I did entirely just pull up that glue right then. Okay, let's just put the corner back down though. Okay, I like that. Just to give it a little interest, right? Just to give it a little bit of something. Okay, so we're going to start with that. Now my next panel. Okay, phone call. All right, so then this panel I've already put my fun foam on. And I'm going to use the tape runner for that, and we're going to be putting that right in the middle. We're going to see how this adheres, how it sticks. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't used this yet. I want to give it a try though. I have. It's been on my. Am I doing it backwards or something? No. Okay, let's see. We're not actually putting any glue down on some spots. Okay, so it may be a little harder on fun foam, and because I've never tried it before, you know, I feel like I'm having to use a whole lot of this, and it's not really sticking. So we'll see. I'll have to see how it does on. It's blue though. That's nice because that way you can see, you know, where it's going. It's kind of cool. All right. This one I'm going to be a little more precise with. So we're going to match it up. And I'm not going to press anything down until I see. Okay, I'm all right with that. All right, now let's see how it sticks. Oh yeah, that's stuck. Okay, well that's cool. All right, so there's that layer. Now this one also has some fun foam, but again, I left the corners, I left it a little light on the corners here because I want the option to be able to curl this down or curl it up once I get it down. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, so I kind of left it a little, you know, I didn't cover it up. All right, let's see if I can get this one to stick. Oh yeah, so it was user error, guys. You just have to hold it a certain way and apply pressure, and because the fun foam has a little give in it, yeah, it works great. And look, you can see the little blue, so you can see where it's at. That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, now we're going to put this in the middle. Again, I'm just going to kind of lay it and see if that's where I want it. That looks good to me. All right, so my original thought was to have like these two corners kind of be curled up a little bit. And I thought I would grab something with a little tiny point to do that. Just to kind of roll them up a little bit, right? Give them a little bit of interest. But I'm only going to do the two, and I wasn't sure if I wanted them rolled up or rolled down, but I think I'm going to go up just like that. All right, and then we're going to be, I'm going to use my glue for the leaves, and I want my leaves to be about right there. And I think we'll use a little piece of tape a little piece of the Scotch tape right on the back of that leaf right there, but just a little piece. And then we'll have the glue in the other spots. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just going to add just a little piece. We're not going to need a lot. I'm going to put it up towards the top here a little bit. Alright, let's see how that is. That's going to be perfect. And we'll put a little piece on the other one. I mean, micro little. On this one as well. Again, just right on the edge. Bring this back out where we can see it. Okay, and then I'm wanting, I think I'm going to do purple, pink, and white on the top, just like that. Super pretty, and we're going to use our Zots for that. So let's go ahead and glue our leaves down, or our leaf down, where we know we want the leaf anyway. And again, I'm going to squeeze my glue out. Oh, guys. My wrist is killing me today. Okay. So all I did, this is a leaf cluster, and I just cut off the leaves that I didn't want. So that's how I got that. And then I added one to make it longer. And I know about where I want this to hang out. Perfect. We might add one more little piece of fun foam, or tape to that back right there. I'm going to use my scissors to stick it back there. Okay, I like that. This one I'm okay with. That one I was not okay with. But we could add one more to that one as well. Let's see. Let's see if it'll pull up easy. All right, I like that. Perfect. Okay. Okay, that's super pretty. Okay, so I still haven't made the decision on whether Zots are going to be okay or whether I'm going to have to use the hot glue. But I think I'm going to use the bigger dots for the flowers. I've got these, Tombow. They are assorted colors because it makes it easy to see. I don't know. I have used them before, so I just figured that way I can kind of roll them up a little bit maybe and get a little more, they're a little bit bigger, so it would be maybe a little bit easier to stick them on the flowers. Have a little more coverage maybe. Okay, so we got one there, and I wanted that one to go, just kind of see here where I wanted these, so I don't go too low because I don't want my leaf covered up. Alright, so my idea here is to have that triangle over on this corner, right? That's my focal point. And again, there's not going to be any, there's not going to be any sentiments on the front of any of these cards as we stand right now. I'm planning on leaving them all blank. Okay, let's do the purple one next. Okay, those little papers stick to your fingers. Oh, I pulled my leaf down. Okay. rescued it. All right, and let's see. I'm gonna have this one go like this. Right there. Pretty. All right, now let's do the white one. So with the white flower, if you can see, I also went around the edge of the petal and I just distressed it with the same ink. And again, it has just a little bit of glimmer on there. Glimmer. A little bit of the glitter. Well, I guess glitter could be glimmer, right? And let's go ahead and put that one on there. Having a hard time even opening these today. All right. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking it and I'm just sticking it on there, holding it down, and then pulling it off. Like that. And it gives a big glue dot. I like that for sure. And I think I wanted the lighter section, the darker section to go in. Just like that. Okay. What do you think, guys? Super pretty, right? So that's it in a nutshell right there. I'm not going to add any beads, any sequins, anything else. I am going to leave these kind of rolled up just that way. I like it quite a bit. And I'm just going to leave these the way they are. And that actually, those glue dots are working much better. So this is the Tombow brand, and they're the big ones. They have them in clear and in colors. I just happened to grab them in colors. I've had them for quite a while now. And I have to say, this is pretty good. So we'll try this one again and see how we like it. Let's get a close-up. All right, ready? Oh, I shook the camera, sorry guys. What do you think? Super cute, right? All right, I'll put a close-up picture at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the Gorjuss, the 52-week Gorjuss series, and this is week number 2. So stay tuned next week for week number 3. And who is our little girl next week? Let's see. I don't remember. Let's see who she is. Week number 3. Oh, she's adorbs. Is the Pretend Friend. So that's going to be week number 3. I'm loving the colors on that one too. This background color. Super pretty. Okay, so that will be week number 3, but this is week number 2. And she was called New Heights. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.